Hey guys, I already filmed a video here, but I am really digging this lighting considering it's been raining literally nonstop here in New England. So we're gonna try to film another video before I have to get ready for work and go to work in less than 20 minutes. Let's do this, okay? Hi, I'm Carson. Today I'm going to film for you my NaNoWriMo Survival Kit. Yeah, we're doing nano and I'm very excited about it, but here are some of the things that I need, or at least I have convinced myself in my mind that I need to kick butt at nano. My first thing is water. I need water because, let's be honest, it's the ultimate procrastinator. If you don't have water, you're like, I must go get it, even though you don't. So sitting down and making sure I have a drink is kind of my way of like making sure I won't have to get up, that and going to the bathroom, because those are always like the best excuses for giving up on your writing time, because you need water to live and you need to go to the bathroom. So obviously you can't write. Take care of those things beforehand. My second thing is candy of some sort, because I am a sugar fiend and it's a great way to reward myself with letting myself eat candy. And I think if I actually stick to having candy as just a reward for writing, like I can't eat candy if I don't write, I will definitely be writing more than I would have if candy wasn't my reward. Which is kind of sad. Maybe I shouldn't have shared that on the internet. The next thing in my survival kit is my journal, which I need because I do all of my planning and my thoughts in here, and also sticky notes, because if you've heard me wax poetic about sticky notes, I always need them, and then some type of writing utensil to do, you know, physical writing in if I don't want to use my computer, which is the next thing on my list. I type my novel. If you don't type your novel, that's totally cool. Everybody does their own thing, but I like to type. I'm faster at typing, and it's also more convenient for me to be able to do on the go anywhere I need to. So these things will be more for plotting and planning and random ideas that I have throughout the writing, but not necessarily where I'm going to store the entirety of my novel. The next thing that I want to have is, again, sort of a group of things, and the first one is a really good book. Right now I'm reading Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik, and it's phenomenal. Like, I'm only 60 pages into it, but I'm really loving it. I reread Uprooted last month or the month before, and I just got the new book. It is so good. If you haven't checked out these books, I highly recommend. They are fairy tale retellings. The first one is Beauty and the Beast, and this one is Rumpelstiltskin. So great. I am absolutely loving them. They're probably some of my favorite retellings I've ever read, ever. And then the thing that goes along with a really good book is a not as ambitious book. It's not a bad book, but like children's lit or a rom-com, because they are easy to read. And honestly, sometimes you can't write, but you want to feel productive, so you can read something. And sometimes you don't want to read this book because you know it's good and you know you can't focus right now. You want to read something that's easier to read. Not that it's a bad book, but that it's meant for a different purpose. It's not meant to challenge your brain. It's meant to be something enjoyable or something for a younger audience, something that's not going to strain your concentration as much as a heftier, more dense book. My next thing that I like to have is something to productively procrastinate with. And this is mine. This is my box of junk, and my family makes fun of me incessantly for it because it kind of goes everywhere with me because I'm addicted to it. But that is the thing that I like to productively procrastinate. And by that I mean I go into it all the time and I'm reorganizing things and moving things around that don't necessarily need to be moved around, but also I'm not procrastinating with watching YouTube or reorganizing my room for another time. You know, I'm working on something that has to do with writing because this is where I keep my editing stuff for Valor and Might. So it's kind of writing related, and I'm also doing something that probably needs to be done because this box tends to get trashed because I throw things in it all the time. So I get to take a break from writing, but also be productive in some other way. So for you, that might be like your closet. Every time you're feeling like you don't want to write, say, I'm gonna tackle my shirts and I'm going to hang them all up, or I'm going to refold my pants drawer because I dig through to find leggings all the time and then they're all just like in a giant amalgamation of pant legs and patterns. So have something that you can go do when you're not feeling like writing that's not productive. The next thing on my Nano Survival Kit list is an album that I don't know the words to. I like listening to music with words. I'm not super into the ambient noise thing. I'm not super into the ASMR thing. I'm not super into the instrumental thing. Some of those things I like occasionally, others I am just not that into. Like I love the piano guys, I listen to the piano guys, but for the most part, instrumental is not my thing. I like for there to be vocals. So, in order to write with those vocals, for the most part, I want to have an album that I want to listen to, but that I haven't yet, or I haven't listened to the whole thing, or I haven't listened to it multiple times, so I don't know the words to the song. That's the key. If I don't know the words to the songs, then I won't be singing along and I won't get distracted by the music as much as I would if it's my favorite album, if it's the Florence and the Machine 2018 album, if it's the Lumineers album they just released. Those I know off the words to, so I can't listen to those when I really need to focus because I'm just gonna end up singing the songs and not actually getting any writing done. So for this, I would recommend picking one of your favorite artists and maybe going like deep into the backlog, right? Go back to that 2011 album that you never listened to because you found them in 2015 and you were like, it's old news. Listen to that because it's the same vocals that you like. It's probably in the same style that you like, but you don't know the words yet, so you won't be as distracted. The next thing that I need is a visible calendar. I like to just print out a calendar from the internet, tape it on my wall above my desk so I can see what's going on in my life. So if I have a family party, if it's Thanksgiving, if I have an exam, and B, see what I had planned to write that day. I know I talked about setting your word count goal, not necessarily the blanket even amount of words every day, but setting it more based on your own personal schedule. For me to do that, I need a calendar where I can visibly see it because I never know what day it is. There's really no excuse for me not knowing what day it is. I just don't ever know what day it is. So I can look at my calendar, say, I'm pretty sure it's a Tuesday, go down, see what Tuesday it is, and see how much my goal was for that day. It needs to be out because I won't go dig for it. And also, another procrastination sort of dip, if I have to dig for it somewhere, odds are I'm gonna find a mess, and if I find a mess, odds are I'm gonna procrastinate by cleaning that mess. So if it's right there, it's on the wall, it's not shoved into my backpack somewhere or in one of my desk drawers, then I just need to lift my gaze up to the calendar, see it, and continue my writing. I don't have to actually get up and move and go dig to find it. And then the last thing on my list is my sentence post-it notes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my video on motivation. I explain it there. But basically, for every day of NaNoWriMo, I am going to be writing my favorite sentence from that day on a sticky note, sticking it on my wall, and that is going to be so important for me because I will be able to see it. It will keep my motivation up, and also, it's just a nice way of saying that you did something and giving yourself something to be proud of. So that is what I have in my Nano Survival Kit. Let me know in the comments down below if you have something in your Nano Survival Kit that I didn't mention. I would be very curious to know. And if you like what you saw, you want to see me actually attempt NaNoWriMo next month, please hit that subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you here. I am loving making videos for you guys, and I'm hoping that through NaNoWriMo I will get more participation. I would love to hear about your stories and about your plans for Nano and how Nano goes for you. So please subscribe, please join my community, and come hang out with me once or twice a week, depending on when I post videos. That is all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!